Now in this video presentation we are going to see the effect of parathyroid hormone on the bone reabsorption. Now the amount of calcium that is present in our body exists in three parts. 41% of calcium is bound with the protein. Which type of protein it is bound? It is bound with the albumin and the globulin part in the blood. Now this protein bound calcium is non-diffusible. That means it cannot come out of the capillary to produce the normal physiological effect. Now 9% of the calcium make complexes with the different types of anion that is present. This is again diffusible, but it cannot produce the normal physiological effect. And the rest 50% which equivalent to 1.2 millimole per liter is the ionized or the free form of the calcium. Now this is the 50% ionized or free calcium. It is going to produce the physiological effect in our body. So the total amount of calcium which is present in our body is 10 mg per deciliter of blood, and this is 40 protein bound. 10% of the calcium is complex with the different anion like phosphate, and 50% ionized, which is responsible for making different physiological effect. Now in the serum it is 2.2, and just the half, it is 1.1, which is in the ionized form. Now these are the parathyroid gland, okay, to superior and to inferior in the right and left part. Now what is happening when it is going to produce the parathyroid hormone? Now in response to low amount of extracellular fluid calcium, whenever there is a low amount of extracellular calcium is there, it is going to negatively feedback the parathyroid gland to release its secretion. Okay, now this parathyroid hormone which is being secreted is going to affect at three places. Number one, it is going to be affected in the bone. Second, it is going to be affected in the kidney, and the third, it is going to be affected in the GIT system. So let us discuss one by one. Now this parathyroid hormone which has been secreted by this parathyroid gland in the bone, it tends to reabsorb the mineral form from the calcium. Thereby, it is increasing the extracellular calcium. It is absorbing the calcium part from the bone. Okay, thereby increasing the calcium. Secondly, this hormone goes to the kidney. Okay, now in the kidney also, it tends to reabsorb calcium, thereby again increasing the extracellular fluid calcium. Now this hormone has got indirect effect on the GIT. No direct effect is there. So what is the indirect effect? This hormone tend to increase the formation of the active form of vitamin D, and this active form of vitamin D goes to the intestine, okay, mainly into the small intestine, and from the intestine it tend to increase the amount of calcium absorption, and again thereby increasing the extracellular fluid calcium level and maintaining the homeostasis. Now with the reference to parathyroid hormone on the bone. Now in the bone we are going to find three important type of cells. Okay, what are those? Number one, we are going to see the osteoblast cell. This osteoblast cell is going to absorb the bone. Okay, then the second one is the osteoclast cell. Okay, what does this osteoclast cell do? This osteoclast help in the formation of bone. And the third is the osteocyte cells, and over here we can see these are the calcified bone matrix, and this bone matrix is being derived from this osteoblast cell. We get them embedded in over here. So the bone mainly consists of the extracellular matrix. Now in the extracellular matrix we have got proteins and as well as called hydroxypeptide crystal along with certain group of cells which provide strength to the bone. Now we are going to see how does this parathyroid hormone is acting on the bone. Okay, now this is the surface of the bone, and you are going to find the different types of cells. This cells is the osteoclast cells, and these are the osteoblast cell. Okay, so what does this osteoblast cells do? Now when the calcium and the phosphorus is being released from the vesicles, है ना, so in the local area we have got large amount of calcium and phosphorus. So these cells promote mineralization from the vesicles and help in the deposition of the calcium and the phosphorus by the process of nucleation, and thereby forming the new bone. Now under the effect of vitamin D and under the effect of vitamin parathyroid hormone, these cells is going to do a dual function. First of all, this cell is going to secrete an rank ligand. Rank ligand is the protein molecules. Okay, and also what it is going to do, these cells under the effect of parathyroid hormone is going to form the macrophages colony stimulating factor. So in the stem cells it is going to affect for the production of osteoclast precursor cell, and these cells is going to proliferate into mononuclear osteoclast cell, and again this osteoclast cell is going to become the osteo class cell over here. Okay, now under the effect of parathyroid hormone, okay, when these rank ligands are produced, rank ligands is being attached to the rank receptor which is present on the surface of these cells, also class cells. Okay, now when these rank ligands combine with this rank receptor on the cells, there is an increased activity within these cells. What are the increased activity are there? These activity, these cells has got an protein. What is the name of protein? These are the integrins protein over here, and all the surface of the bone we have got ventromectin protein. Okay, now these protein combine, and there is a separate formation of a chamber over here. Okay, now what is happening, this cell is going to produce large amount of HCl acid, not only HCl acid, but along with HCl acid other form of the acid is being formed, and this acid along with certain enzyme is going to reabsorb the bone. Okay, reabsorb the bone or dissolve the minerals with the help of certain proteolysis enzymes, thereby increasing the calcium level. Once dissolve the bone and bone is being reabsorbed, these cells move to this side, and this space is being filled by this type of cells, and again it help for the local deposition of the calcium and phosphorus. Now, one thing is to be understood here, that under the effect of glucocorticoids, okay, now normally under the effect of parathyroid hormone, this rank ligand has been produced, okay, but under the effect of glucocorticoids, large amount of rank ligands is being produced, and less amount of one other protein is there. Now this diagram is going to give you more clear idea. So this osteoclast cell, you can see in the class cell we have got integrins, and in the bone surface of the bone we have got ventromectin protein. Now when this combine together, okay, now a space is being formed, then this space is known as the lacuna space. Okay, now we have been saying that there is a rank ligand that is going to be formed under the effect of this parathyroid hormone, and this rank ligands will go and combine with the rank receptor over here to produce the bone reabsorption. Now under the effect of glucocorticoids, what is happening? The amount of rank ligand increases, but the amount of osteoprotein, osteo means bone and protein means to protect the bone, this molecules is being diminished in amount. It is being produced from the blood cell. Okay, so when these proteins is being produced, when it combined with rank ligands, that means there will be less amount of bone reabsorption is going to take place. So it is protective in nature. So I'm repeating once again that under the effect of parathyroid hormone, this rank ligands has been produced. Okay, and this rank ligand will come and attach to the receptor. The name of the receptor is rank ligand receptor. It is going to promote the bone reabsorption. What is happening? There is a V type of protein sponge which is being attached in the cell membrane. Okay, as a result of lot of hydrogen ion is going to be formed. There is lots of lysosomal enzymes is also going to be formed, and under the effect of these trap enzymes, what is going to be happen? There is a reabsorption on the bone. Okay, but when there is a, if you're giving glucocorticoids, what does the glucocorticoids will do? This glucocorticoid will increase the amount of ligands. Okay, and it is going to decrease the osteoproteins. This is a protein molecule. As a result of that, large amount of rank ligands is going to produce, and large amount of bone reabsorption will be taking place. Hence, in cases of osteoporosis or any other diseases, which is not pertaining to the reabsorption of the bone, we don't want the bone to be reabsorbed than the norm from normal to the very abnormal amount. We usually do not prescribe steroids to those patients. Now, these rank ligands can be found in the osteoblast cell combined with the membrane. It can also be found in the activated seal cells. Now, these rank ligands can also be found in lymph node, thymus, mammary glands, and lung. At low level, it can also be found in different other places apart from the spleen and the bone marrow. The more you can read in this article. So this rank ligands is a very important molecules. We are not going to discuss in detail over here. This is just to sensitize you, to show you that this rank ligand molecules is being associated with so many different type of cancer. Now the trap enzyme is which is being produced is a protein molecule. Okay, the full form of the trap molecule is the tartrate resistant acid phosphatase. Okay, now from where does this trap enzyme is produced? It's being produced from the osteoclast cell. Okay, and this enzyme help in the bone reabsorption and for the secretion. Okay, thereby increasing the amount of calcium in the body. Now, if optimum of the normal amount of activity is being done by this enzyme, then it is normal. Now, if the activity of this enzyme is pathologically increased, it can be increased involved. That means it is going to work for a longer duration of period. Okay, longer duration of period means there will be increased amount of bone reabsorption, and you can see in cases like osteoporosis, hyperparathyroidism, Gaucher disease, and some other important cancer. If you wanted to read more about this trap enzyme, you can see this article. Thank you.